Good morning, class 9. Now we are moving on to lesson 5, landforms of the earth. The crust of the earth is not stable because of the endogenic and exogenic movements of the earth. The landforms of the earth are being formed. Landforms may be anything, the hills, the plateaus, the glaciers, anything. So the movements of the earth are basically divided into two, the endogenic movements and exogenic movements. These endogenic movements and exogenic movements are divided into the vertical movements, that is the epirogenic movements, and horizontal movements, that is the orogenic movements. The epirogenic movements or the vertical movements, these are caused from the radius of the earth's surface, and these are of two types. One is subsidence and second one is uplift. And next one is orogenic movements or horizontal movements, and these are also known as mountain building movements. And these are caused by compressional forces which are pushed upwards and compressional forces which are pushed downwards and tensional forces which are pushed upwards. These orogenic movements create folds and faults, and normally they are causing mountains, but epirogenic movements, they are caused in broader areas. Coming to the first type of landform, the mountains. A mountain may be a single eminence or a group of mountains or a chain of mountains or a range of mountains. Generally, a mountain is steeper than a hill, which is having a broader base and a summit. Coming to classification of mountains, we are having three types of mountains: fold mountains, block mountains, residual mountains. Apart from these, we are having mountains of accumulation also. Coming to fold mountains are again divided into young fold mountains and old fold mountains. These fold mountains are formed because of the process of folding. When two plates come together, they are formed because of process of folding when there is pressure in between the plates. Young fold mountains are formed relatively recently in the Alpine period, and these are having most volcanic activity and all. These will be having high peaks because they are not gone for weathering for a longer period of time. But old fold mountains have undergone weathering for a longer period of time, so they'll be having rounded peaks. Examples of block mountains are formed because of faulting. When three parallel faults are there, when the middle part goes inside, this forms a block mountain. Or when the adjacent faults are pushed down, this also forms a block mountain. If the adjacent parts are pushed down, if the middle part is pushed downwards, then it forms a rift valley. Examples of block mountain: Vosges and Black Forest in Europe. And normally these block mountains have flat tops, and these block mountains are slightly tilted, and these block mountains, they run along a plate boundary. Last one is residual or dissected mountains. Residual or dissected mountains are mountains which are scraped off. The tops of the mountains are scraped off, which are left after lot of weathering. Nilgiris in India is an example of residual or dissected mountains. Residue means something which is left off. And next, coming to plateaus. Plateaus are flatlands which are also very old lands, and these are also known as storehouse of minerals. The rocks of a plateau are generally layered with sandstones, limestones, and this strata of the plateau is generally inclined because of continuous wearing. Like a mountain, a plateau does not have a summit and it has a flat land. On the basis of its situation, plateaus are classified into intermontane, continental, and bordered or Piedmont plateaus and volcanic plateau. An intermontane plateau is a plateau which lies in between two mountains. If you have a plateau, this is known as an intermontane plateau. A continental plateau is a plateau which is lying in between two water bodies or two seas. A border or a Piedmont Plateau is a plateau which lies in between a sea and a mountain. These are plateaus based on situation. A volcanic plateau is one where the lava from the volcano comes out and flows out, and the sheets of the volcano forms into a plateau. The sheets of the volcano forms into a plateau. The Deccan Plateau of India is an example for a volcanic plateau. Tibet is an example for a intermontane plateau. Plateau of Bolivia, Plateau of Anatolia is an example of intermontane plateau. The North American plateau is an example for bordered or Piedmont Plateau. And next, coming to the next major landform, plains. Plains are landforms which are not having a major distance between the last point and its next point. The altitude of the plains is generally not more than 400 meters high. So these plains are again divided into structural plains, erosional plains and depositional plains. Structural plains are one which are formed by endogenetic forces. The Great Plains of USA are an example of structural plains. And next one is erosional plains. The name itself is suggesting erosional plains are plains which are formed by erosion. Penny plains, karst plains, glaciated plains and desert plains are examples of types of erosional plains. These are formed by erosional work of wind, water, ice and And next is depositional work. Depositional work of different forms of nature, that is wind, water and ice again. So alluvial plains, drift plains, lacustrine plains, loess plains, lava plains and coastal plains are also an example of depositional plains. First one is alluvial plains, which are formed by alluvial deposits of rivers. And next one is drift plains. Drift plains are formed by glacial deposits. Lacustrine plains, when the lakes they dry out, that is lacustrine plain. Loess plains, they are formed by depositional work of wind. And lava plains, the name itself is suggesting depositional work of lava or volcano. The Indo-Gangetic plains is an example of alluvial plains. In India, drift plains, if we see, in North America we are having drift plains in North America. Lacustrine plain, Kashmir Valley is an example of lacustrine plain. Loess plain in Rajasthan, we are having plains of Rajasthan are an example of loess plain. Lava plain, we have plains of New Zealand and Argentina. So in this lesson we have seen different type of landform, the formation of different type of landform, their causes. Hope the lesson is understood. Thank you.